Alrighty, first grade artists, today is the day that we are going to glaze these. And one thing I was thinking about today is if you guys wanted to make one of these out of real clay, kiln-fired clay like we are here at school, I do have an hour after school where I don't have students if you would like to come in and do it then, or if you feel more comfortable with me sending you home with clay and then you bring it back once you've made it, and then I'll fire it, give it back to you, put it back in the office for you. And then if you want to paint it at home, you can, or if you want to glaze it here at school, you can. I can't send glazes home with you because they're pretty big bottles. But you can come in and glaze them if you would like, or if you want, to just tell me what colors you wanted and I can glaze them, or if we could figure something out like that, that would be fine, because I don't want you guys to miss out on it. And I apologize for not coming up with that idea before. This is all new to me, and I couldn't really wrap my mind around how I would do clay from home without you guys having kind of your own supplies. But I forgot that I do have that little bit of extra time at the end of the day. So if you feel comfortable coming in, I can schedule just like one family at a time. And if you want to come in and quick make them, they don't really take that long to make. So you could just come in for a few minutes and make it, and then let it dry here. When it's dry, I'll fire it, and then if you want to come back and glaze it, you can. Or if you want me to just leave it in the office for you when it's done and you want to take it home and paint it, you can paint these with watercolors or any kind of paints that you guys have at home. They don't have to be glazed. So today I'm actually going to show you guys the glazing process. So glazes are what we use to color clay. And they're not paints. They're very different than paints. They're actually a glass. So what you do is you put them on the clay, and they start out looking pretty dull, but after they are fired, after they go in the kiln, they will come out shiny, like this little bowl that I have here. They'll be shiny. It makes a glass coating on your clay. So that is what we're going to be doing today. We're just going to be putting that glaze on there, then we let it dry. They dry actually very fast, and then I will put them in the kiln. I'm planning on doing a firing on Friday, and then when I take them out on Monday morning, they will be colorful and they will be shiny. So the colors that I'm actually choosing to use today are seafoam, which is like a blue-green, and white I thought would be fun to use. So, because white is not actually going to be pure white, because of the orange red clay that we are using for this project. So I think I'm actually going to do the white part first, and I'm going to do the lace part from that texture with the white glaze. And I apologize for this going in and out of focus. Yeah, with me moving around and stuff, it goes in and out of focus. So I'll try and keep an eye on the screen and make sure that it is staying in focus, but if it gets a little blurry, I apologize. So yeah, all you want to do with the glaze is just put a nice even coat. If you're not interested in doing the clay, but you did do your own clay project at home, this is the week where you guys will get your watercolor paints out, or tempera paints, or whatever kind of paints you have at home, and you are going to paint your project. So I know some of you guys went out and bought like air dry clay. Some of you guys used Play-Doh. Some of you guys used like a Model Magic. All of that stuff is totally fine. You do not have to feel pressured to like come in here, make a project or whatever. I just wanted to give you guys that option just in case you were interested and wanted to do that. And like I said, if you'd rather me like try and put some clay in a bag or something, it's just a tiny little ball of clay that we used for this project. If you want me to put a little ball of clay in a bag for you, take it home, you make it, drop it off in the office, then I'll fire it, and then I'll give it back to you. I'm willing to work with you guys here to make this work if you guys are interested. I didn't know if you would be, or if you wanted to go through all that or drive back and forth. I don't know what your situations are like. So I just want to make sure that that's available for you if you're interested, but don't feel pressured to do that. But at the same time, I want you guys to all feel like you can do all of these projects even though you're not here at school. I don't want you to guys feel like you're missing out on anything, or like you just can't do what we're doing, because I want to try and make it available for you if you are able and if you're interested. Okay, so this is all going to be white because that lace made me think of white, so we're going to do white, and I'm going to try and keep it off of my letter V. Maybe I should switch to a smaller brush. But I want you guys to see what this looks like, because it looks very dull today, right? It's not shiny. But next week when you guys see this again, it's going to be shiny, which is really fun. Okay, and I like to put a nice thick coat on, because I don't like it when you can like see through the clay too much. You will be able to a little bit, because this is white clay, or white glaze on orange clay. Okay, so that's the white. I'm going to be done with the white now. And I'm just going to do the letter V with seafoam green here. I want a brush that's small, but not too small, big, but not too big. Oh, I dipped my brush in a little too far. I'm going to put a nice coat of seafoam green on here. So hopefully you guys are all doing well at home. Hopefully you guys had fun with your textures and using your initial. I know it's fun sometimes to do art projects using like your name, so that they're kind of all unique, right? So I like doing these kind of projects. I think they're fun. All right, and that's it. Now I'm just gonna let that sit there and dry. Once it's all dry, I will put it in the kiln with the rest of the projects on Friday, and then I'll probably show you guys, I'll definitely show you guys next week how it turns out, because we're going to be adding string and beads to these, so don't lose them. And like I said, if you're interested in making one of these with the kiln-fired clay, just contact me via email and we will set something up. Alrighty, I will talk to you guys later.